real quick before we get into it, I had this idea while I was editing the video. What happens if we get through all of the battle with Onigashima? I assume Kaido falls, so then the world government will try to annex Wano. What happens if Momonosuke pulls a Raizo situation on Zou, but with the Straw Hats and all the pirates that helped them beat Kaido? And then after that, they make a deal with the world government to, just get them off their tails for a little bit. And then after that, we have the nice, happy little wrap up of Wano. I hadn't thought about that idea until, just a little bit ago, but on first thought, it works all right, I think. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Anyway, getting into the video now. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. It helps out, means a ton. You guys get plenty of fun stuff, not just One Piece. We cover plenty of manga here on the channel. But anyway, the end of Wano Kuni, the end of the Wano arc, the longest arc in One Piece history. There's still plenty of questions that we all have about the end of this arc. How long do we have left? How many chapters? What's gonna happen? Is the raid gonna fail or succeed? What's happening with the world government trying to show up? All kinds of stuff is going on, and I think we kind of need to touch on it a little bit. So first off, is the raid going to fail, or are we going to succeed in beating Kaido? I think this question mainly gained a lot of popularity thanks to Mr. Morge. If you have not seen him, go check him out. He's a wonderful One Piece YouTuber, obviously far better than anything I've been able to create so far, but hey, give me time, we'll get there sooner or later. Maybe. Anyway, so yeah, I gotta say, I'm gonna be honest, love the guy, but I don't think I'm on board with him. Now, I was still kind of on the fence, but I think that the world government ships being on the way, getting ready to show up in case Kaido falls, I think that kind of puts a nail in the coffin of whether or not the raid is going to fail. Why would we set up these world government ships sitting outside of Wano Kuni in case Kaido falls, just for Kaido to win and not fall? At that point, the world government reports into CP0. Well, the CP0 guy reports into Rob Lucci more than likely and says, okay, yeah, Kaido won. What are you going to do with the ships? He goes, well, they said we were going to attack if he lost, and he didn't lose, so send him back. And all the ships are just going to boop, 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 boop. I know boats don't make that sound. It's like a, whatever. Boop, boop. All right. Boop. And they're just going to go on their merry way. If Kaido falls, the world government tries to annex Wano. Why would Kaido not fall? Why set that up if he's just going to win? It makes no sense to me. So to me, that kind of just puts a nail in that coffin. I don't understand how it would work the other way. Past the raid failing, I've also been asked by Anime Devil Hunter, we were talking about this on Twitter, he was talking to me, and yeah, how long do we have left in general? Like, how long left in Wano Kuni? I initially said 10 to 15 chapters. He felt like that was very short for how much stuff seemingly needs to be wrapped up. I, for one, would like to make the point that honestly, a lot of things don't need to be wrapped up right now. It would be nice to wrap up all of these things that have opened up throughout Wano Kuni. But it doesn't necessarily need to happen right now. One, and I think most importantly, is because Wano Kuni is going to be important after Wano Kuni is over. After we leave the Wano arc and go on throughout the end of One Piece and doing all this wacky stuff, Wano's still going to be important. It's going to be a part of this final epic war, whatever, on Luffy's side against the world government. I mean, it's not just going away. Things in Wano will still be relevant, because Wano is relevant as a whole to the whole world in One Piece. So a lot of things in Wano could honestly be wrapped up at a later date, because Wano will still be involved. Now, I will say 10 to 15 chapters, probably a little bit short of a guess. Now, I will also say that is me thinking that the stuff involving the world government post Battle of Onigashima would not be considered part of the Wano Kuni arc. That would be part of us, like, moving on to what's happening next. So that would be like the in-between arcs, chapters that we almost always get. There's like a post arc and like pre arc, and the little river that flows from arc to arc. Yeah, I assume it would be part of that. If it is part of the Wano arc, then it would definitely be longer than 10 to 15 chapters. But really, this world government ships thing, to me, never escapes my mind when we're talking about the end of Wano Kuni now. Ever since chapter 1028, that to me is one of the biggest factors moving forward. Because like I said, there's no reason to say, hey, the world government's going to attack if Kaido falls, and then Kaido not fall. So to me, that is Oda saying, Kaido will fall, and then the world government is going to attack. We get to know beforehand that, oh god, it's coming. All of the characters, they have no idea about this. This is going to be a very shocking surprise to everyone on Wano. If that is what happens, Kaido falls, they attack, it's going to be wild. Everything is going to get flipped on its head. It's going to be go time. If the world government attacks, it doesn't matter what kind of shape anybody is in after this battle is over. It doesn't matter if we want to take a look at a journal. It doesn't matter if we want to see a grave. It doesn't matter if we want to have a party. It doesn't matter what we want to do. It doesn't matter what we think needs to happen. What matters is we gotta go. It is go time. Somebody else has their foot on the gas and you cannot take it off. They will not let you slow down. If the world government attacks, that's it. It's done. Time to go. If we're not in shape to fight back, that's it. Now, what happens after this? One thing that could happen is Momonosuke could tell Luffy, get out of here, go, take Kid, take Law, take their crews, all of you guys that can fight back against the world government, go, leave, it's okay, I want to open the borders anyway, I will feign allegiance to them, say it's okay, I will work with you, it's fine, in secrecy, just like we've been doing it against Orochi, I am on your side no matter what. It's okay. And no matter how much Luffy would hate it, he would trust in Momo. I mean, he kind of just has to. I mean, what are you going to do? If you're wrecked from fighting the Yonko, sorry, bud, you can't. Sorry, I don't know what to tell you at this point. You're about to die already. You need a doctor and like 3 days of rest and like 50,000 pounds of meat. I don't know what to tell you. Another idea I have had for what could possibly happen here. This one, I think, just kind of tickles that little headcanon-y, just cool hype moment, little fan section of the brain back there. Yeah, so answer me one question. If you ask Kaido, like, sit him down in, like a like real world like interview room in those like live TV shows or whatever, like real world TV shows where they'll like sit down and like talk about whatever. You sit Kaido down in one of them and have him talk about who he respects more, Luffy or the world government. Keep in mind, if there's one thing Kaido respects, it is strength and ambition. Kaido, while he may not like Luffy for trying to fight him and take his castle and take his country away from him, it technically is his country right now, let's face it. It belongs to him through his force, but rightfully so, whatever. But anyway, trying to take the country away from him. He's probably not a fan of Luffy right now, but he has respect for him. At the end of the day, at least compared to a bunch of world government dogs that are coming over in battleships on some order that somebody else gave him, no. So, what are the chances that the world government shows up and even though we're beaten and battered and bruised and can barely stand up, we're not going to go out without a fight. What if it starts going on? And also keep in mind that ancient zone devil fruits have been shown to have incredible recovery rates. Ulti got literally like maser cannoned by Big Mom, like through her torso. And she was able to get back up not that long afterwards. What are the chances that Luffy's able to win the day? Woo! Kaido's down. Luffy finally won. But what nobody realizes is Luffy was able to knock Kaido out for a few minutes or so. No damage comparable to a maser cannon going through your torso. What happens when the world government shows up? Everybody's acting like Kaido's just not a thing anymore. You think that's going to make him very happy? You think he's going to be more mad about Luffy, somebody he can at least respect for their strength, coming to try to tank the country? Or more mad about somebody like a bunch of world government dogs coming and trying to take the country? What are the chances that Kaido stands up in this mess, looks around and goes, "Can somebody explain to me why everybody's acting like I'm dead? Because I'm right here." Maybe that healing factor comes into effect a little bit quicker than everybody expected it would, and Kaido doesn't stay down quite as long as everybody thought he would. Now, I don't know what would happen after this point. I assume Kaido would wreck shit, but does he wreck everybody's shit? Just the world government? And then are we able to, like, knock him down one last time? I don't know. But I'm just saying, kind of a wild idea. It would be kind of hype, I'm not gonna lie. That would put Kaido pretty high up there. Now, I'm not saying he would forgive the Straw Hats and Luffy and everybody after this. He doesn't stand up, say all that, take out the world government, and then be like, "All right, put her there, kid. You can have the country now. Nice meeting you. Good. Clank Kane, get the ship. Oh, God." Like, no, that's not gonna... He wouldn't just forgive everybody after that. But, just saying, I don't know. Oda can spin something. So, yeah, none of us know how Wano's gonna end. None of us know exactly how long it is gonna be. None of us know every twist and turn that Oda's gonna take. I doubt Oda is going to explain everything that all of us want explained. I doubt Oda is going to show us everything that we want shown. I do believe that the world government is a timer for the end of this arc. I don't really see any other reason to have that there right now, other than to also say, Kaido's probably going to fall. Sorry, Morge. I don't know. That's just how I take that. So, yeah, we already got the big bomb timer floating in the sky with Onigashima. We got the timer with the world government ships for after that timer is done. As soon as that timer is done on Onigashima, aka the battle for Onigashima is done, once that's over, that timer immediately starts with the ships. Stuff's just going to keep on moving along. We only have so much time to do what we want to do. No matter how much we want to do it, no matter how much we think it needs to be done, Oda's telling us we're on a time clock. And something else I really want to mention before this video is over, it's already long enough and I really need to hurry up, but I think we should stop looking at things and saying, well, this is how we've done it, so this is how it's going to go, so we have to go for this long. I think Oda's probably going to switch some things up, at least a little bit, going into the endgame. With a series this massive, this long, that's this popular, with this much hype and this high of expectations, I don't think Oda wants to leave even something like act structure completely predictable. I think Oda will probably shake things up. So I don't think saying, well, this is how we ended all of these arcs previously, so this is how we need to end Wano, I don't know if that's necessarily going to work. We need to keep in mind, with a lot of different conversations we have, we are entering the end game of One Piece. Okay, does everybody remember how big Avengers Endgame was and Infinity War was? Like, do we remember how massive that was? Like, it was just different from a bunch of other Marvel movies that came ahead of it. It was the culmination of like a decade worth of connected films. One Piece Endgame is that. It is the culmination of over 1,000 chapters worth of One Piece world building, character development, intertwining stories, things flopping back and looping around on each other, disappointment, heartbreak, super hype, super everything. I mean, Frankie said it himself. Super! It's Endgame of One Piece really needs to not be understated. At least, I don't think it should. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's longer than I thought it was going to be. So yeah, I'm going to get out of here. I hope I'll see you around. I hope I'll see you next time. I hope you enjoy, and I hope you enjoy Wano. I'm out.